Alright, finally got this other truck torn apart. I got this truck in from another local shop that just put this engine in this truck. Customer brought it to me because the truck was shaking and vibrating and running pretty rough. I get it torn apart, and what they bought this 6.0. This is a 6.0 truck, F350. They bought this engine out of the junkyard. Obviously, it's used because it's got junkyard markings all over it. Which, I mean, the guy bought a used engine, so I mean, you got a used motor. But this engine came out of a diesel van, an E350, which is still the same engine, but it's dressed different, so the oil pans are different. You can see how that's got that hard curve in that one side of it there, and how much the front of that sump sticks out on that edge. Let's lay that up right there like that. See how this sump's got this big slant to the front of it? The correct oil pan, which is what's supposed to be in this truck. That's the right oil pan. See how that's got that big curve in the middle of it right there? And this one does not. It's a nice straight pan rail. And in the bottom, see how that pan's flat and square at that drop off? It's shallow and then it's flat, 90 degrees and then 90 degrees. That one right there, it's got that big sump in the front of there, that big angle, and it was sitting on the frame rail. You can see that big dent right there where it was sitting on the frame rails. So it would shake the entire truck while the engine was running and vibrating. But I've got the pan out. I've got to put 2 new engine mounts in it because the engine mounts are completely shot. They're over there on the floor behind my fan. And then I also have to reseal the front cover because it's leaking and put an oil cooler in it. And then we'll get her all put together and you can come get it. But let's get these parts done. Oh yeah, and the bed plate. This is what bolts to the bottom of the engine block, and then the oil pan bolts to the bottom of this. So since the pan is different, that's also different. But I had one of those out of one of my used engines out back. I got it in the parts washer. You can hear this thing boiling, getting ready to get hot, and I'm gonna get it cleaned up and swapped over. Let's roll.